I pressed a button.
Oh,
Is it the big red
Why
button?
you press the button?
It is a little red button, actually. I made all my buttons little and red.
I just imagine that on your desk you literally have the "Let's start the stream" button.
I do. I'll send you a
Completely
picture later.
completely disconnected from the computer.
Oh, no, it's
Just
plugged
literally
in.
to the side.
He just has a squeaker in it.
Hello, and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of Dungeons and Dragons and John's discussion of buttons.
Button.
Sub
Buttons,
thing.
who's got the buttons?
My money's on the witch.
What?
We are here to play some D&D. Waterdeep Dragon Heist related D&D specifically. My name is John, and I am joined by Tanny.
Hola.
Smitty.
Hello.
Christy.
Hello.
And then some other people whose names don't end in E. Sean.
Guten Tag.
And Ben.
Ha 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 ha! I am here.
Who the fuck brought All Might in again?
We keep letting him in.
Was it you, Smitty?
Hmm?
Was it you who let All Might in?
I didn't let All Might in. Although I have no problems with All Might being here.
All Might can get in anywhere he wants.
Oh, guys.
Ah.
So, hang on. Yeah, I need to roll my luck roll.
Last time the group got together. Oh dear, Reggie.
Oh, dear, Reggie.
Oh, Reggie. Why we Reggie?
I rolled a really low roll.
Yeah, it is rather bad.
Last time you guys got together, you went to the opera.
Oh, hurrah!
You saw an opera.
Desperate thought very highly of it.
Sad we weren't allowed to join.
Reginald understood and followed the story of the opera as it was sung in Giant, which is a language Reginald understands. You then came away from the opera and headed back to your abode, where you started to make plans and draw up paperwork to have it reopened as a tavern. You spent the following day trekking around Waterdeep, signing up with the various guilds that would be required for you to open as a tavern. You hired builders, and they have started to do some work. It's been 2 of the 12 days that you need for the tavern to reopen at this point. While the work has been undergoing, you were also approached by Davil Starsong, who hired you to investigate a murderer who has been murdering elves and half-elves in the dock wards. You discovered a drow gunslinger who has been killing surface dwellers, traitors to his kind, he called them, in very rude words. You brought him low, and he dropped underscum off the top of a building, and was just making his escape when he was shot through the chest with a very large arrow. And Azaraj the Hunter exclaimed that he had also been sent by Davil, and that you had made the hunt a lot easier for him. You then disposed of the dead body and left the murdered victim to be discovered by the police, and travelled back to Trollskull Manor, where Davil and Yagra appeared the following day to pay you for your troubles, your investigations. And now it continues to be Myrtle the 10th of the year 1493. So what would you guys like to do for the rest of the day? This is the second day that your that renovations are ongoing at Trollskull Manor.
I need arrows. That's it.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, who had the boots? Because I've got it on my character sheet, but I can't remember if it was more holding on to them for the time being, or if somebody actually wants boots of Elvenkind.
I believe that you were holding them at the moment and hadn't really discovered what they were until the very end of the session.
In that case, then I'll spend the next few hours working out what the boots are. And then I'll happily inform everyone, we've got magical boots!
Boots!
What do they do?
Wonderful.
Oh, conveniently, they haven't given me a handout for them. So I can't give you a handout for them yet, but I will look up what they do.
The boots of Elvenkind. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving across. You also have advantage on stealth checks that rely moving stealthily.
Oh,
What he said.
Yes.
Like all wizards, I have a book.
Yes.
It says it right here.
well, that's handy.
I mean, Desperate likes moving stealthily.
He's a lizard.
He likes to hunt, so moving quietly would be very advantageous for him. But if anyone else has a better need,
I'm a paladin. I don't need that.
I'd run up and grab people. Plus, I'm quite
if
dramatic.
we have to be stealthy, it does give you advantage.
Well, I suppose I do have a special attack if I am sneaky.
I mean, I'm quite small anyway, so I'm gonna guess that I might be able to.
Oh, sneaky means I am partial to that. I can once per combat. I could surprise a creature with a surprise hit with an attack, but the only thing is that I don't attack. I mean, I could give them a surprise hug.
The worst kind of hug.
Now I can just picture Underscum suplexing someone going, surprise suplex!
Don't give him ideas.
I call this
Sunbrow.
one the supernova. I give you a light, and then I slam you into the ground.
some fries, motherfucker.
As you are discussing the boots,
Boots.
there is a knock at your door.
I will enter it.
I mean, what size are the boots?
Yeah,
Yeah,
magical boots, so they change the fit.
Okay.
Reginald,
Yes.
when you open the door, what's his name? Go to my
Dunno.
notes. Avi.
He's not introduced himself yet. We don't know.
Avi is stood at the door.
Is he a giant rabbit?
No.
It is the water genasi that you met
Oh.
at Steam and Steel.
Ah! Avi!
Oh, I don't think I was there for that one.
Ah, Avi.
Oh,
Reginald, Embric and I understand that you are planning to open Trollskull Manor as a tavern again.
Yes. We're just trying to make a lot of preparations here. That's a lot to clean up, you see.
Yes, we can see that. We were wondering if we could come round this evening and celebrate the reopening and bring some food round
Oh, that would
and just
be
sort of
lovely.
have dinner with you guys.
That'd be very delightful. What do you say, guys? Just looking back.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't see any problem.
yes, at night of sharing stories and drinking with friends. That's normal,
Sounds
right?
fun.
I say
That is
that.
what we do, isn't it?
Yes, Underscum, that's normal, says Avi from the door.
Oh, you're good, yeah.
I say that as a, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see you about 7 bells.
Yes.
Do we need to buy bells?
No, we'll hear the bells. Don't worry.
7 bells is a time.
Ah,
It's when the sun just dips below the walls.
sorry, I spent far too long inside a cave.
And with that, Avi will leave your doorstep.
You would require.
Good day, Avi.
See you later, Reginald.
Ah, what a lovely gentleman. Well, guys, we know what to do. It's time to clear up as much as we can today.
But aren't the builders still going to be working?
I believe so, yes. But I think we should start making preparation for food tonight. And see if we can find anything about drinks. What do you say?
Okay.
I'm sure a few of the inns would pay us a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But let's see. So we've got 7 bells. We have only about 7 bells left, so... And we do have some work to do today.
Yeah, by the horse.
The horse, yes, the horse. Maybe we should start straight on that, and then if we get it done in time, we can then start getting preparations when we return.
We could be cheeky and ask the builders to potentially, tidy up the place for guests before they leave, and perhaps if we give them a few coin, they could stock us up while we're away.
I don't see why not. That makes it a little bit easier for us lot.
We're likely to be away quite a bit.
Well, we can't be away for too long. We're going to come back for dinner tonight.
Well, yeah, I get that. I just mean during the days that we're not here.
Yes.
Might be helpful just to have someone to call upon.
Oh, so basically just someone just to take care of the tavern while we're gone? We could probably
Well,
hire
Hang
someone.
on, I'm
And that's why we have our ghost friend.
holding.
We do have our ghost friend, Lith.
Yeah.
Ghost friend.
I know that they don't mind looking after the pub, but unless you're saying we need to go out and find someone else to help us as well, are we going to get a hand?
Well, let's just worry about today. Let's all get ready to get going.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Underscum sits down.
That's craft order ready. Sits down. He's been sat there fully armed the entire time.
Never without anything.
And you might notice that Underscum's not holding his weapon or anything like that now.
Should we,
I don't need them.
should we swap over to the map?
Okay.
Yeah.
John, we could.
Because,
Sure. I'm gonna take a while to get ready.
you might notice a couple of changes to the map when it stops being all...
The stairs make sense.
My God! Sensible stairs!
It's decorated.
I've furnished the place. I put
My
doors in
room
and
is
everything.
labelled.
They were labelled before.
Like how nice on this gun's hilarious as well. Neighbours is pretty cute as well. Alright.
How many lanterns?
Nuri has a lot of lanterns. That was as described to me.
I just sent thingy a picture. John a picture.
I think I managed to get the picture quite well in.
I think you did well.
Where does this door to nowhere go?
Which door to
We
nowhere?
need to buy a door. We need to buy a door for down here.
That's a
guys.
window.
Oh.
Basically, where the blanks are is pretty much.
Yeah, where the
windows.
blanks are, it's windows. They don't let me put glass in them.
Ah. I was going to say Nuri would have to be very careful not to walk out.
So you've got a door in the kitchen, and a window. You've got a window here.
Ooh.
A couple of windows. Don't walk through the windows, and then door here. And then you've got a door here that's marked as staff only.
Don't you ever let us see you come.
And you've got a nice door here that means Underscum.
We've got a piano.
Underscum can get into his room without going through gimbals.
But give me light for you. Like the company, didn't you me?
Yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I was needing a snack.
And you'll also notice that Seskarath now has a nice private bathroom.
He does.
And Reginald also has a private... Well, Reginald has a bathroom. He has to come out and round and into it, unfortunately, because he's decorated over the wall that had the window.
And he's
had
also
the door
right next
in.
door to the privy.
Yeah.
Do.
And
Someone would ask us about the target dummy, but we're all good.
Nuri has a lot of lanterns.
So,
Yes.
all
And there's a carrot and an onion in the kitchen. It's all the food they allowed me to put in. So
It's all the food
Yeah.
we need.
We do need to go buy some food.
you've got 1 carrot and 1 onion.
Okay.
But we're not going to be known for our food. We're going to be known for our drink, aren't we?
Well, that's why you've got 5 barrels of ale in the basement.
And our fights.
You don't have any wine at the moment, but I mean, I can probably add that in.
I don't
This part.
mind going shopping.
That is just labelled on the map as attic storage.
Oh, you can put all your storage in there as well.
You've got a storage room.
Well, technically, we have another member of our group who doesn't have a room.
Liv.
Lev, yeah.
I think Liv could just sleep wherever he. Is it he or she?
Liff doesn't sleep, so
I was gonna say.
Lev might still like a room for themselves. I mean, shall we ask Lev? Lev, would you like a room for yourself? I think we have 2 spare.
the little tile on the board just slides to no. That's okay.
All right then.
Did we ask like what Liv's gender was?
I can't remember.
I think it's a he. I think he applied.
I thought it was a she, to be honest.
I can't remember to be honest.
Non-binary ghost.
I'm pretty sure a gender was like intimated, but I can't.
No, we're just gonna class it as that Liv is a non-binary ghost.
As the pronouns of Shklee and
One
Shkler.
way to force it into a story.
It doesn't actually mention in here.
Yep.
Okay, be whatever Lev wants to be then.
What do you think, John?
I mean, it's a half elf, so there's a good chance that that Liff would be non-binary.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go with that for now until presented otherwise. So, do you guys head out horse hunting?
I suppose we should, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Sean, do you want to pick up arrows as well?
Yes.
So you can get arrows from the bent nail.
Straight there.
I'm just going to turn you up a little bit.
Straight there. I'm gonna just walk in. Mofo.
Tali of the shop will look up and charges 1 gold piece for 20 arrows.
You also sell quivers.
He has some quivers that are another gold piece.
I will take 1 quiver and
How many you need?
well, I've got 9 arrows left. So
And how
I
much are the
need
arrow quivers? Well, you need a quiver, you said.
a gold for a quiver and 1 gold for 20 arrows.
Yes.
So I'll take
Do you have enough gold?
40 arrows and a quiver.
So, do you have enough gold?
So the quiver will hold 20 arrows, but obviously you can keep 40 at, the other 29 at home.
I will carry 2 quivers.
Or that.
I would assume I've already got 1, considering
Yeah.
blow.
So yeah, 3 gold.
So 3 gold. They'll give them the 3 gold, and I shall take mine.
Tali is male.
I'll take my 40 arrows, and then I'll have 9 left over.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'm just putting 49 in.
Yeah, it makes most sense.
As soon as I'm using 1, straight away rummaging through bag, put it
back. Okay. While you're going out hunting for the horse, could I get investigation checks from everybody, please?
Okay.
Okay.
Investigation.
Boosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my, freaking.
I think there's a no.
Oh, I'm getting colder now. I've got to turn off the fan.
Seskarath.
Yay!
While wandering the streets, you notice a horse. A female horse.
It is looking shifty.
Who just kind of looks over at you with a look that doesn't normally befit a horse.
Does it have human eyes?
There's an intelligence in its eyes that is more than a normal horse.
Oh god.
More than a beast.
It's like it knows.
That horse is suspicious.
Which one?
Points to it. Like, not even trying to hide.
The horse kind of looks away.
I go to the horse. I would like to grapple the horse.
It's gonna be Conan all over again. He's gonna punch a camel there.
I'm going to have to look up the stats for a horse.
Here we go again.
I mean, the horse is currently hooked up to a cart.
Oh. But the cart can move, can't it?
I mean, yes, it is a cart.
It is. But adds weight to it.
The
I would
horse...
say that while we're doing this, I apologise for this, but we need to make sure that you don't go away until we know for a fact you're a horse.
The horse looks left and right. Yes, I'm a horse.
You know, you telling me that makes me wonder. I look back at the others and I'm just sort of holding. Do horses normally talk?
Not really.
Gimme, you seem a natural one. You come over here. You talk to the horse.
What do you want?
I'm just gonna come over.
Hi, we're looking for. I forgot the name of the horse we were looking for.
Do we get given a name, or do we just get told to look for a talking horse?
Rest list.
Maxine?
Maxine, yes.
Maxine?
Yeah, we're looking for a Maxine dray horse.
Yes.
I'm wondering whether you might know of any activity, any Xenohirian activity. I didn't honestly hear when they said that part, but
Make me a persuasion check.
We were sent by Moustache, the money person.
12.
Actually, roll that again because Seskarath aided.
With Moustache, the money
13.
person.
I rolled a whole one.
It's better.
Yes, I gave a ride to a sun elf and a half-orc bodyguard 2 days ago.
Ah.
I picked them up at an intersection and dropped them off at the Yawning Portal. They spoke about hiring spies to root out Xanathar Guild hideouts in the city.
Interesting.
I don't remember where I picked them up.
As far as you know, are they still at the Yawning Portal?
This was 2 days ago. It seems unlikely.
What did they look like?
So now than a half orc.
It was a male sun elf and a female half orc. The half orc had grey skin. Sun elf was tanned.
See, that's the information I made. And clothes?
Does she have anything around her? Did the woman have anything around her neck?
She had the symbol of the Zentarum in a necklace.
That's Shiagra. And the stand elf might be Davil's Star Song.
Was this the information we were supposed to be finding?
It seemed like it's coming from Mert. And they were just going to the Yawning Portal, though.
Well, we did take a job from them at the Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
But why would they ask us to find the horse to tell for the horse to tell us about them?
They didn't
Matt has
ask
asked
you
you
this
to-
one.
Matt has asked you to find her and inquire about any Centaurian activity that she might have seen, then report back.
I mean that those two are
So basically, Davil and Yagra are actually our Centaurum. And they keep on going to the Yawning Portal, and he has literally just made a little job from them last time.
Wait, so we didn't even need to talk to the horse. We already had the information.
No, we had to realise who was the Centaurum activity. We need to know about. We had to know about the Centaurum activity from Maxine.
I'm highly confused, but I'll carry on.
Alright, so basically Mert is working for the Harpers, which we are basically taking care of. We're doing the Harpers work right now, and Mert has asked us to find the horse named Maxine to find anything about Centaurium activity and where she might have seen him, and then report back. And it turns out that Yagra and Davil, which is the same description, showing the same similarity description of what that Maxine just told us, is basically the fact is that both Yagra and Davil are from the Centarium. Centaurum.
Right.
Can I go now?
Is it the end of...
Do we need
that-
any more information?
Let's see.
I think that's everything.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, you can go now, Horsey.
Thank you, Maxine. I'll dig into my pockets and pull out a sugar cube.
Kind of looks slightly indignant. And then just
what
takes
horses
it.
like sugar.
Alright, so it seems like her other friends, Yagra and Davil, are actually part of Centaurum.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to report this back to the higher up on the Harpers.
But we've dealt with Centaurum though before, remember? Remember when we had to go up to the mountain to find Hilam? They were from
That-
Centaurum.
That was
Ah,
for the
yeah.
black staff. That was not for the Centaurum.
Pardon?
It was for the blacks.
There was a Centaurum in there, if I remember correctly.
There was Centaurum agents.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearly they got something going on. But now let's just
There seemed
Keep
like
our heads
something's
down.
building up, yes. I think we should report back to Mert.
Do we have enough information to get paid?
I believe so.
We're on our way.
Alright, we'd better get to find Mert then, and then head back to Trollskull. Unless we do a split the party situation.
For what purpose?
Unless you just don't want to unless you don't want to stay out for long, and you just prefer to go home. That's just fair.
yeah, well,
I can
we
stay
also-
out forever long. Just depends whether we need to get back to cook.
True. Well, let's get on our way then. If we're all going to stick
It's
together.
kind of early afternoon at this point.
Yeah.
Got fucking hours.
Hello.
Who is knocking at the door of Mert's house?
I will.
Could you roll me a D100?
Oh God.
Guess what Matt had prepared this morning?
64, 64, 64, Zulane. Sorry, that was that. It was the song I used to.
haven't
Do you
heard
do that
in
as
a
well?
long time.
You're the first person I've met.
I
Who does
haven't seen
that?
that show for so long, and every time I see 64, I just think of that song in my head.
No, yeah,
Right.
no, that's why, because when I was learning my times table, Mum told me to remember that show because it's 8 times 8.
Ah.
So I always, whenever I see 64, I scream Zulane after it.
Yes.
You knock at the door.
Everyone gets on the floor and everyone does a dinosaur.
No answer.
Yes. Do I see anything around the area that looks suspicious?
No, it just seems to be a big empty house.
Maybe he's not in today.
I go up and hit the door harder. Or as
There's
hard as I
nothing-
can.
Please don't break the door onto scum, please.
Roll me
I'm
a
gonna look
strength
at
check.
Please don't break the door.
Ready.
A few minutes pass. The door swings open. And there's a little old man in a fancy uniform.
You see, he couldn't hear us.
Hello.
Hello there. Is Mert about?
I'm afraid he's not home at the moment.
I figured as much. Do you know where he has went? He has gone to.
No. I believe he's out drinking, but where I do not know. You can
he
leave a
returns-
message.
Yes, if he returns, tell him that the group from Trollskull Manor has information he really likes to hear about, and if he wishes to come visit us.
He turns aside the inside pocket of his jacket and shows a symbol of a silver harp in a crescent moon, and just says, "You can tell me. I will pass it on to Mert."
We talked to a horse.
We have found information from Maxine.
Indeed.
And she has some time activity, which unfortunately we found out the description of a male sun elf, and a half-orc woman, which I actually found out to be Davil Starsong and Yagra.
Indeed. Interesting.
Yeah, we've been working with them as well.
Well, we did work for them, but we didn't even see what was going on. I mean, I don't know about the Centaurum that much, to be honest with you, but
He looks around the party, interested. Interesting. Yes, fabulous. Do call again soon. And the door just swings shut.
Before he does that, I'm gonna just force my hand in there. You will tell Mert.
Yes, I will tell Matt.
Okay,
And sorry, Sean, what was your insight for?
I'm inciting this man. He seems slightly iffy.
Okay.
And more important, it's like all my companions are just spouting everything we've just learned that was supposed to be over at this
I'm calling Reginald being the most gullible, silly man in the whole D&D.
You read from his way of speaking that this man doesn't care that you have necessarily dealt with the Zentarum. He gets the feeling that if you are useful, if you are going to be able to, if you are going to do the work of the Harpers, having people on the inside of the Zentarum might be very useful indeed.
Fair enough.
You get the feeling that this guy is a spy and is very used to putting people in places that are iffy.
Iffy place. That's
Well,
fine. Then
well,
Seskrath won't attack him on sight. It's fine.
I don't think he'll eat. I don't think old flesh will be that tasteful, unfortunately.
No, you say that.
Well, sometimes when it's aged properly.
You've not tried it.
I'll keep it for that. Well, guys, let's head back then. Is there anything else? Does anyone want to do anything before we head back? Any places you want to visit?
Unless I can get my horn tuned.
Horn tuned.
Yeah, my Minotaur.
It's meant to be a euphemism.
Yeah.
Music shop then.
Let's go there then.
Yeah, John, find somewhere we can get a horn tuned.
Sure.
I mean, there's got to be at least 27 stores which are very good for tuning exactly Minotaur.
I would find it very unlikely there wouldn't be somewhere in Waterdeep that you couldn't.
And now we find ourselves outside the Horny Gazelle.
God damn it.
We find ourselves outside Jacoby's massive organ.
The musical music shop of music.
No, that... Really? Is that the only music shop in the business?
What? Jacoby's massive organ? Yeah.
Halambar's lute and harps.
Well, a lute is a bit like a.
It's a musical instrument.
What was the whole who was the one that appointed us to the elves and the half elf sailors situation?
That was
Being
Davil
the-
Starsol.
Okay, so we have to report to him about what the fuck happened.
He's come and paid you for it.
He has
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Also, everybody here can now put on their character sheet, wherever you put the Force Grey point, you now have a point of renown with the Harpers.
Woo!
1 point of renown.
Harpers. 1 point.
Yeah.
On
That's
point
what I-
Greyhounds, Harper, and Doom Riders.
Which, let me double check what that gives. That probably gives you a title with the Harpers.
First string.
Bad bard. Just
Is that like being bad wolf?
like. So like, are we at like C6 Steve level? Is that what we?
Oh man, I haven't heard C6 Steve in ages.
I listened to him a few times every once in a while just to. My dad absolutely loved him. I'd love to go and see him live. I bet he's fantastic.
I hear he's a bit ill.
He gets sick on boat thing though.
Or seasick, if nothing else.
One of the best interviews I ever saw was like, you know, it was two British interviewers going, you know, oh, it's an interesting name, C16, but what made you pick that? It was as well, I get sick on boats.
Simple, straightforward, to the point.
Straightforward, right to the point.
Fair enough. I mean, if that's the way it's done. No, actually, I don't want to finish that statement.
So many open books in the library when you all bought at a farm. Jesus.
Sorry, it's my first time looking in a library. I didn't know the process.
Well,
So you can also note that rank 1 that you are now at is titled Watcher.
Oh, 1 letter away from a Witcher.
What's going on?
Your Harper's Point, you can call yourselves Watchers with the Harpers.
Yeah, the Watcher on the heart.
so point 2 would be waiter, and then the point 3 would be commiserator.
Alright, I'll just put in brackets watchers then.
Yeah.
So,
I put
so
in my
we're
treasure.
big, giant, old people.
Okay, so you head back to Trollskull Manor.
Hang on a second, what about my horn?
What about horn? You need someone to see to his horn, damn.
It is very important that my horn is properly treated to.
He needs maintenance on the horn.
I'm shaking my head.
Okay, with a good bit of spit and polish.
When I made my horn, it was very rough and hard. I grounded it as best I could. I made it so that it could make a noise, which surprised a few people. But I never thought that my horn was that impressive. I need someone to work on it to make my horn very impressive.
I say.
And if nothing else, it's got lovely girth and length at the moment, so I'm sure there's plenty to work with.
Excellent.
We
John.
better make sure that whoever does it handles it correctly then.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get the eyes of the right person because it grabs attention. It really does.
When you whip out your horn, everyone.
Oh no, my horn's out all the time.
It's
just on the side.
everyone, exactly. As soon as people like look over to you, they see it and they're like, "Yep."
I think it's my most outstanding feature.
You find your way to a music shop on one of the streets. I'm gonna look at the map for this now.
It's
You find your way to a music shop on Windbourne Way, just down from Trollskull Alley, called Don't Fret. You're welcome. That's what's been taking so long.
You were looking for guitar fans.
I was just looking for a music shop name. That came up.
Oh, jeez.
and I gave you Jacoby's massive organ and you throw it away.
I threw away your organ, Sean, because if Ben's going to get his horn seen to, it's going to be at a pun name.
Do they do polishing?
Yes. The half-orc who runs the shop takes the horn and says that it'll be a couple of days.
That's fine.
Give
When
it
it
a right
comes down
royal
to-
scene too.
For it to be seen to properly, I wouldn't want you to rush it. It needs a nice, good, long job done.
And he takes it and gives you a little card that will allow you to pick up the horn in a couple of days.
And how much will this cost me?
He says to give it a proper looking at 3 gold.
Very good. 3 gold it is.
I also have just looked up at the map, and literally coming off of Windbourne Way is Horn Street. I can't believe that I didn't think to put it on there, but I only just noticed it. So it's on Windbourne Way still. It's on the corner of Windbourne Way and Horn Street.
I will remember in 3 days to come back and collect my horn.
And then it
Properly
is...
serviced.
You all head back to Trollskull Manor. What food are you cooking?
I know how to put meat on a fire.
Okay, you put some meat on the fire.
I was gonna say a nice roast.
That
We
is
haven't got to
literally
the
all I'm doing, putting meat in fire. That's all I know how to do.
Okay.
Seth Grath also knows how to do that, but doesn't do it often.
Does anyone know how to cook anything else?
All of us
that's
only know
Would
how
I
to cook meat.
know how to? Living in a temple?
Yeah, you probably would know a bit of cooking.
Hey, and I can
I'm-
always give it a go.
As a uni dropout, I know how to make a mean ramen, and that's about it.
Hey, and I can bake. Can bake lots of stuff.
Ooh, that's a point. Yeah, let's get Reggie to do a nice roast beef.
I think it's because he lives in Icewind Dale. I would have think he probably did like more beefy full meals, to be honest. So I'm gonna
I
say like
mean-
either a beef stew or a nice roast.
I can
Probably a
imagine you'd probably just stop me as I was attaching the meat to my axe.
Actually,
and
he would
literally-
probably say, if you want to do that, unless I could just chop it all up and just put it in this pot.
I was gonna say, just do a stew, because then if they're not meat eaters, they can just pick out the veg.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of veg in, like onions, carrots, leeks.
Is that okay? Wouldn't that be offensive?
No, exactly. It's a good thing. Actually, just a nice bunch of meats and everything in there. It's a good beefy stew.
No, I mean if they don't like the meat.
Well, they can. Well, we don't know. Whatever they bring, if they don't want it, as long as they bring their food. As
Seth
well.
Grath walks
And then-
out
Oh,
and
no.
goes over to their shop.
We had a carrot in the kitchen. I will get that ready.
No, he's already done the shopping, so he's pretty much already like on the way of making the beef stew.
They open the door and steam just pours out of the door, Seskarath.
Do you eat meat?
Yes.
And the other one
Yeah, yes, we both eat meat.
walked away.
See you tonight.
I would probably just like add like bread and, like, other
They
fresh.
both eat meat.
Good. I just probably would do other bits and bobs like fresh vegetables on the side and all that.
Leaves kitchen, sits down.
I actually leave some leftover meat for Seskarath separate. You know, just actual nice meat on the side for him. That's not been touched, like completely raw. They can have for his meal today. What do you say, Seskarath?
It is late spring, early summer.
Okay. In which case,
We've got to think of like what, because they're basically like 12. It's a 12th month, isn't it? So we've got to think of like the actual month from our original time as well. So
It's
Myrtle,
May, basically.
It's May. Myrtle is May.
I believe
Keep that
it's
in mind,
May,
y'all.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Really, we're looking at lamb more than beef.
yeah, lamb.
That's better lamb shank.
What about
God
lamb?
damn it, you're making me hungry now.
What can I just lamb pork chops? Lamb chops.
come on, understand. What did he always say? When it came down to it, we need fruity mead or ciderish drinks. Nothing better for this time of year. I will go out and get them.
Okay. Where are you going?
I am going to try and find effectively an off license
Okay.
where I might be able to purchase a large quantity of alcohols.
Roll me an investigation check. It takes you a few hours. It is getting close to when you'll need to head back to Trollskull Manor to be on time. But you do find a place.
Ah, splendid. Hello? Is anyone here?
Hello.
It's a shop. It's a shop upon the corner.
I was wondering if I might be able to purchase a large quantity of alcohol.
I mean, we sell alcohol in various quantities. What?
Do you have a nice, summery, springy, fruity, meaty?
Yes, I believe we can help you with that.
A summery, springy, fruity meaty.
He takes you over and offers you a keg of mead. It's a fruity mead.
Wonderful. And how about any ciders?
We have a pear cider or an
Ooh.
apple cider.
I believe. Hang on, which one was it? Cider made from. Well, we'll take the apple cider.
Okay. Yeah, not a lot of people like the pear cider. It's an acquired taste.
Then I think I made the right choice.
It'll be 5 gold for the alcohols.
A very fair price. I paid the 5 gold.
You return, and almost as soon as you shut the door behind you, within minutes there is a knock at the door.
Oh,
Trollskull, I'm assuming?
You are back at Trollskull, yes.
Yeah.
There comes a at the door, the same knock that came earlier.
go and open the door.
Okay.
Hello?
Avi and Embric are stood at the door. Avi is a red-skinned fire genasi who is wearing sort of a loose-fitting robe in sort of a red-gold colour scheme. You pick out that it is this sort of the fashion from Kalimshan. Avi is wearing a similar matching blue and silver robe, and Avi is a water genasi.
So, blue skin?
Blue skinned, yes.
Right. Just clarifying, they're blue and red.
They are blue and red. Avi has around his neck a holy symbol. But you don't recognize it.
Well, please come in. Underscum's going to feel a bit underdressed and is going to. I'll be right back.
Don't worry, Reginald's not fully dressed probably either. He's just been busy in the kitchen.
Avi comes in with a plate covered in a metal-covered top. And he will look to who is in the room at the moment who is not currently trying to leave to get dressed fancily.
I'm currently in the kitchen at the moment dealing with the food.
So Seskarath and Gimbal, are you both in the tap room?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll just do cleaning.
Avi will look to you both and just sort of... where is the kitchen? This is for after the main meal.
Point. The walls in the kitchen.
I'll lead him through.
So you lead... 1 second, let me grab my tokens. I unfortunately don't have great tokens for these guys, so you get...
Get named.
Bill and Ben.
For some reason, they didn't think to source artwork for Avi and Embric, so that might be something.
Hint, hint to all artists out there.
So Avi will follow Gimbal into the kitchen,
Yeah, no.
and Embric will just pull up a chair.
Reggie, Avi's here. Got some stuff.
Hello, Avi.
Hello,
Don't
Reginald. We bought something to eat after the meal, so we thought we could put it in here somewhere.
Yeah, sure. Is that dessert, I thought?
Yeah, it's something that Embric prepared.
Oh.
A speciality
lovely.
from where he comes from.
Ah, wonderful. I'm doing the same here as well.
Shall I put it up on the fireplace?
Yes, that'd be perfect.
He places the plate down, and it's got a shiny metal cover.
Alright, no one touches that, everyone. Look at you all.
I think we're severely underselling ourselves.
Okay. I think I'll probably say the food is ready then, isn't it?
Yeah, at this point, the food is... maybe takes a couple more minutes to plate up everything, but...
Yeah. I asked Seskarath or Nuri or Gimbal just to set up the plates, like set up the tables.
Yeah, well, that's what like I said, I was cleaning, so...
Yes, thank you.
So Underscum goes upstairs and prestidigitates himself. I'm assuming clean?
I clean my opera clothes. I have returned.
With your large horn.
It's in for polishing.
I'm horny. I'm no longer horny.
he's getting his horn polished.
I can't wait to see how my horn performs after this.
Avi and Embric take seats next to each other and just sort of look around the room and like what you're doing with the place.
It's getting there, but I feel like it's getting a bit more lively, you know?
It's been a long time since anybody lived here.
Oh, we know. The ghost told us. Levy.
There's a ghost?